This is a moment of silence. A moment of silence for the sick and suffering addicts both in and out of these rooms. A moment of silence for all the alcoholics that slip through the crack. A moment of silence for all the drug addicts that relapse and never make it back. A moment of silence for the alcoholic who was so wasted, but he still had to have the taste of it. So he got in his car for a chaser, got in a chase, came to, encased in a brace, paralyzed from the waist, memory erased, faced with a manslaughter case. Next week, he was supposed to be in Vegas, but now his lawyer takes his wages and appraises his fate as he lays the maze at the unspacious places he awaits with disgrace. His name, it was Nate, and he's got nothing left. He can't even walk because he couldn't do steps. And a moment of silence for the good father who never even did drugs. He just loved them kids so passionate. Fatherhood, he basked in it, fawned over them in their bassinets until late one night a drunk guy named Nate too fast passed him, went, and they had an accident. At first the doctors threw Xanax at him to relax him, yet his nerves were shot, his back was bent. So they put him on a morphine regime and hope he get well, which led him right into opiate hell. The drug company straight up lied to his face when they told him that Oxycontin was safe. It was an accident. Now his arms got tracks in it. He loved them kids so passionate, more than the whole damn world. But now he hides in alleyways chasing boy and girl. And children went away from him because he looked so mean. He got a methadone frown and a fentanyl lean. Still smoking soap on the subway because he don't know how to get clean. His name is Dean. And a moment of silence for the problematic addict with the problematic habit who knew they had to have it, so they liked a leather jacket and went to the spot quite automatic. If once didn't get ripped off or shot, even the cops weren't throwing static. They just popped a little packet, put it in a pocket, thought today will be fantastic. Shot into the attic, dug into the plastic, shot it, got ecstatic. But everybody panicked frantic when the addict's breathing went erratic. A mother gone as if by magic. That's right, her name was Janet. You know, her sponsor once told her that it's work steps or it's over, that it's die or get sober. Either way, you and God are going to have to get closer. But Janet had too much defiance for that 12-step God reliance. So in the end, her God failed her. And her God's name, it was science. So a moment of silence for the siren, for every victim of alcohol and drug-related domestic violence, for the dude who got really depressed about his sister Janet's overdose death and started to trifle with the white then, said he'd be all right then. He just needed to feel lightened. But as the abuse widened and the noose tightened, fights with his wife grew more strident, until finally one day the tyrant siphoned his wife's stipend, causing strife, and when his wife tried, he knifed her. His mind stayed so frightful he didn't end his own life then with an eye full of rifle. His name, it was Michael. Her name was Therese. I was supposed to take him to a meeting later that week. Wow. This is what addiction is. Nice. Overdoses, psychosis, cirrhosis, disaster. It'll make you swing from the rafters. It affects more kids than autism who got their rainbow ribbon. Pink is for breast cancer. But what color is the ribbon for addiction? Yeah, a moment of silence. Because you don't know the answer. There ain't no ice bucket challenge for the most pervasive disease of our time. Just a dirty junkie on a corner with a bucket holding a sign. And his name, it was mine, Ryan. And at the time I was too mind-blind to find a reason to rhyme. Because I counted all these pill mills, lead to fentanyl kill pills, while Capitol Hill shills do nail with quill bills filled with pills and swill, while the people are still ill. A DUI costs $20,000 now. What other disease does the government see as a cash cow? See, the truth is, this country uses drugs and alcohol to kill its rebels by letting us rebel till we tremble disheveled, and only then, when several devils are nestled influential within our own temples, only then, when our mental potential's been dreadfully leveled, only then will we settle for the state of this addict nation. This ain't no opioid epidemic, yo. It's a fucking extermination. The drug war is over. We the people lost the attack. When the CIA traffics crack into neighborhoods black, that the DEA steals back to stack addicts in private prison racks. Only one real fact. Today, getting clean is a revolutionary act. And silence is the last thing that we need in the mix. Because silence is exactly where this disease lives.
Nice.